It's Ugly Meat Monday. Yes, it is. Hello, everyone, and welcome to SuttonsDaze. If you're new here, my name is Lisa, and we are all about pantry preparedness. Pantry preparedness is about making sure that you have what you need when you need it. And sometimes it's just a matter of making life a little bit easier because life is hard enough, right? I agree. And today's recipe is super cool because you can use it with ugly chicken, ugly beef, ugly pork. What? Yes, this is such an easy and diverse recipe. If you haven't made it yourself before, you're going to see exactly how easy it is. I love it. We're going to be using ugly pork. Yes, we are, because, it's good. You can use whichever meat that you prefer. And basically after that, it's all simple stuff. Now, why do you want to do this particular recipe at home instead of getting takeout? Well, let me tell you. First of all, there's the cost savings, okay? You're going to save so much money, so much money. Using ingredients already in your pantry means you can whip it up delicious, inexpensive, and it's hot when you get it. That's, big. Yeah. Next, you can customize it to your taste. Do you want low or no sodium? Score. Do you want a little more meat and a little less of the other ingredients? Score. Do you prefer this vegetable instead of that vegetable? Score. Yeah, it's totally customizable. I love it, okay? Number 3, it's healthier. I mean, a lot healthier, okay? You know what all the ingredients are. If you have reactions to different things in food, this is something that you will love, okay? Because you can do it exactly the way that you want it, that meets your needs, and you don't have to worry about allergic reactions. You don't have to worry about sensitivity to certain foods or chemicals. It just doesn't get any better than that, right? It gives you a chance, number 4, to have some creative freedom. I love creative freedom. And that's why most of the time I'm an ingredient canner, because it gives me that ability to create whatever I want, however I want it. Poof. And I'll tell you what, this is faster than most any meal in the jar. Yes, it is. Okay. Number 5, last but not least, satisfaction and fun. I'm tired. I've been at work all day. I don't want fun. I just want to have dinner. Okay. That's where the satisfaction comes in. But if you have the whole family there, right, you can figure out how to make it fun, because you can customize this so many different ways. What are we making for Ugly Meat Monday? We are making pork fried rice. Yes, we are. So simple. Let me show you the ingredients. For this recipe, we have all the good stuff. We have the star of the show, the ugly pork. I have the Thrive carrots, the Thrive onions. We have peas from the garden, and we have rice. Good. I'm going to take this little brief moment here to do a little bit of self-promotion. Remember, I have 3 recipe collections in the links below in my Etsy store. One for chicken, one for beef, and one for pork, on different things that you can make using your ugly meats, because Ugly Meat Monday comes every single week. Yes, it does. Okay, so on the back burner, I've got some water with some butter in it, and that is what the rice is cooking in. We're going to bring that up to a boil, and now I'm emptying out a 1.5 pint jar of ugly pork. I'm using a 1.5 pints. You can use a pint. We just really prefer heavier meat than heavier rice. Leave the liquid in it if you're using the Thrive vegetables, because that helps rehydrate them. It's wonderful. And then, you can dress me up. You just can't take me anywhere. Okay, so the water's boiling. Now it's time to add the rice, my friends. It's the good stuff. Yes, it is. Cover it up. I turned off the heat, and I'm going to just set it to the side. We're good to go. Don't forget, Make It March. Make It March is coming up on March 1st. It starts right here at SuttonsDaze, where we bring you a month-long collaboration. Me and some of my besties are going to show you how to use the different things that you've canned. Because the biggest question that we get is, I've canned it, now what do I do with it? We're here to help answer those questions. Have I mentioned how easy this is? It's so easy, my friends. Okay, so we have the pork and all the juices from it and everything in the pan. We're bringing that up to temp. And now we're going to add in our Thrive onions to taste. So this is totally a measure with your heart kind of recipe. You know what I mean? And now that the Thrive onions are in there, we're going to add a little bit of the Thrive carrots. Remember, these get really sweet, so go light on them, because yeah, it'll overtake whatever you are making if you add too many. I'm just going to stir those in so that those can get into the liquid. That's an important thing. You don't want the crunchy carrots. They're not fun. They're really not fun, but they taste so good. Yes, they do. So I'm just beating down the meat a little bit more because sometimes you just have to do that. And I'm making sure that all of those freeze-dried vegetables, dehydrated vegetables are down in the liquid. That is garlic. That is some dried garlic. And yeah, I'm a little heavy-handed, but there's no vampires around here. Don't forget the ginger. Oh my gosh, do not forget the ginger, okay? So you want to add that again to your taste preferences. You'd be surprised. You'll miss it if it's not in there, but you want to, test it out to see how you like it. You can always add more. That's not a problem. Better safe than sorry. That is my rule. Again, we're going to beat down that meat a little bit more because I don't want big chunks of pork in my fried rice, but I do want a lot of pork in my fried rice. So I just keep beating it up until it submits to my will. If there's a way to do it, I'll find it. Just beat it down. Yes. Now, as I'm cooking this all down, look at how nice that's getting. I remembered, oh yeah, don't forget the soy sauce. Hi. Okay, so put the soy sauce in there too. Again, I measure that with my heart. So that's how the darker color got in there, is because the soy sauce, it's so good. And now we're just going to let that simmer down and work away a bunch of the liquid as much as we can. But I mean, I would be here forever if I was trying to work it all away. So now I'm going to add in my peas. Those are frozen in case you couldn't tell. From the garden. Look at how beautiful those are. Those are so beautiful. It's one of my favorite things to grow because it's almost foolproof. It really is. Nothing I love more than peas from the garden. They taste better than anything you will buy in a store. And so these are frozen. So if you buy frozen peas, oh yeah, toss them in there, beat them up. You can't do anything to them. Seriously, you're going to see at the end of the meal or at the end of the video just exactly how beautiful they are, even at the end. I might hesitate towards using canned peas because those might mush. Add your rice. Put your rice right in there now and move it around. It will work on soaking up more of that liquid also if there's any liquid left over. It happens. It will not do anything to your meal. But look at that coming together. Oh my gosh. Now, one of my favorite things about fried rice recipes is the addition of the extra protein, because in my mind, you can never have enough protein, right? So you create a well in the middle there, and then the liquid goes right back into the middle of it, but no harm, no foul. I add some butter, do it or don't. It's up to you, but I add some butter because I find that it adds a nice little extra flavor to it. And now we're going to add in that extra protein, 1 egg, 2 egg. Now, granted, the eggs cost almost as much as the pork nowadays, but do your do, make your decision. It doesn't have to be in there, but I really like having the egg in with the fried rice, no matter what kind of fried rice I'm making. There's just something about it that tickles me silly. It's like, yes, we're going to do it. So I created this well in there and I'm trying to get it to do its thing. And I'm like, okay, you're not going fast enough for me because nothing is ever fast enough for me. And so I put the lid over it and left it on there for a couple minutes and it did nothing. Yeah, I figured it would baste it. Wrong. Yeah, it didn't happen. So I just went in there and scrambled it some more and started mixing it in. And it just cooks right up, and you'll see it when you're the cook. You'll see. Just keep cooking it until you don't see that slimy egg stuff. There's no over easy when it comes to fried rice. That's what I'm saying. Make sure you cook it, okay? Because that's the important part. And just like that, poof, my friends, dinner is done. Gone, done. That didn't take 10 minutes. Absolutely. One of my favorite things to make because it takes no time. And this is my dish. Yes, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so this is ugly pork fried rice. Ugly pork fried rice. Better than carryout. Better than Chinese takeout. Yeah. Okay. We got the seal of approval from Mr. Sutton. Yes, we did. That was really good. We actually had it for leftovers for a couple of days too. It's so good. We use less rice, more meat because we don't eat that many carbs, because we don't eat that much rice. But if you want more rice, you can make it stretch even farther. You can add whatever vegetables you want. I love that I could use my Thrive vegetables. I could use my frozen vegetables. If you have fresh, you can use your fresh vegetables. You can get as creative as you want. Don't forget the soy sauce, okay? And You have great flavor, super fast meal. I mean, under 10 minutes, okay? The hardest part about an entire thing is the rice. And if you have minute rice, it's a no-brainer. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you make it different, I would love to know what you put in your fried rice in the comment section down below. If you've never tried it before, let me know if it intrigues you enough to give it a shot. Ugly meat, it's the best. If you want to check out more ways to use your home canned meats, check out this playlist right here. And until next time, everybody, be safe, stack it to the rafters, my friends.